Graham, look at this. It's fantastic. The Premier League out here in America, kids getting to experience sometimes their first experience of football. How big is what's going on here? How important is it?
Yeah, I think it's vital. It's great. It's great for us to be here. Firstly, we're very proud and very happy to bring our football club West Ham to this area, to this school, and just to engage with the kids. It's just brilliant. We all started in this similar situation, playing with our friends, playing at school. Somebody giving us a chance, somebody giving us an opportunity to play. So as much as we can do to encourage and support, it's vital, I think.
And how important do you think it is for the state of New Jersey with this partnership? Because, they've just had the Club World Cup here at the MetLife. The World Cup final is going to be there. We've obviously got the Summer Series. This is huge for the state, right?
Yeah, it must be. It's so exciting. Like you say, and I think the key thing is to try and capture that excitement, to capture that possibility, and allow kids the opportunity to dream, to follow what they want to do. And it might not be playing; it might be just involved in a coaching capacity or something within the sport. Just to be healthy, to be amongst friends, to be competing. It's a fantastic opportunity, I would say.
From the coaching perspective, and we know back at home how much goes into helping the levels of coaching rise, whether that be in the FA, etc. You've had an amazing journey as a coach yourself, as a young coach. How important is it for the coaches here to get that input from the Premier League and support, for 3 years and beyond, to kind of increase the level of coaching here and the standard of coaching?
Yeah, as I said, I think we've all started off playing the game, and then it's about somebody putting on a session, somebody helping us, somebody supporting us. So coaches are vital for the development of the kids, vital for the creation of the appropriate environment for the kids to flourish. And I think the stuff that the Premier League are doing is amazing. I've worked in these type of environments as well, and I know how challenging they are and how rewarding they are and stimulating they are. So the more coaches we can get, the more coaches that we can have, quality coaches interacting with kids, the better it is for the sport.
What about the role of the players? See Jared here. A lot of these kids would have just seen him on TV. He's a huge Premier League star. And for the rest of your squad, some of the youngsters who've maybe never experienced it, but what role do the players have in this to inspire these youngsters and to give back to them, to give them, like you say, that hope and belief that they can go on to become them one day?
Yeah, I think that's the word. It's inspiration, isn't it? It's as I said before, Jared, myself, the other guys, that they've been here. So if they can do it, then anybody can, in theory. You need that support, you need that talent, of course, you need hard work. But I think they're good people. The players at West Ham are supportive. We understand our position in the community. We understand how important football, soccer is to our local community and to our fans worldwide. And it's nice to come into communities, and it's nice to spread the word of our football club and of soccer and football.
Coach, how special is it to bring Premier League to the United States? A lot of fans cannot travel to England.
Yeah, it's brilliant. We're really excited about that. Obviously, we have a huge connection to our supporters at home, but it's just an opportunity for us to connect with the supporters in the US, and we're really excited about that. Looking forward to meeting people, and it's been a brilliant trip so far.
And to see those kids, future professional soccer players, we talked to some of them. They're like excited, saying we see them on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it must be almost a surreal experience for them. But we're just delighted to be here. It's amongst the pressure of trying to win and all that stuff in the Premier League. It's actually nice to come and do things like this, because it's a reminder of what's actually really important, which is our supporters, the fans, children, giving opportunities, providing inspiration. Maybe somebody here is the next Jared Bowen, and that's brilliant.
And for yourself, Graham, the preparation for the team, it's a big season coming up. It's hot here. It has different kind of factors that, sometimes as the Brits, we can moan it's too hot, it's too this. But actually, is there some positives to put the players through some different types of experiences, mentally, physically, of how to prepare for next year? Because it's a big year.
Yeah, it is. It's always a big year. It's hot, but don't believe you me, it can get hot in Europe as well.
Get your factor 50.
We're not moaning too much. No, exactly. We're here. We're excited. We're looking forward to embracing everything that the trip brings, and looking forward to the game. Obviously tomorrow, kick off against Manchester United, which is always a nice fixture. And we're like I said, super excited.
And for yourself, lastly, Graham, In terms of the preparation for next season, there's been so much change at the football club. It's fantastic to see you're in there now. Are you just looking forward to just kind of getting that full season under your belt? You come in obviously halfway through, it's difficult to navigate, but now you've got a clear summer to get your ideas across, to really get the training principles in with the players. How are you feeling on a personal with what's ahead?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been excited since I've been here, to be honest. It's a fantastic club. As I said, always had a family feel to it, I think, and despite the fact that it's a huge club with a huge fan base, with big demands and big expectations, but we've been working away, and the period from January through to the end of the season has given us a chance to really understand a lot about the squad and how we need to improve. The Premier League's so competitive, so just because you've had a pre-season doesn't mean to say everything's going to go straight in a straight line. But we feel confident. We're in a good place. We have to keep working. This trip's really important for that. And then we go home and we take on the fight, which is the Premier League.
Right, my absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you so much. How's it going, man? You right, yeah? We're from the Presigo Kid family, bro. It's all good, man.
How special is it to be here to bring the Premier League to the USA?
Yeah, no, really special. Not something that we get to do very often. So to come out here in a whole new country and meet our fans out here, play in front of the fans that we don't get to see in the stadiums that we get to play at. We've got the opportunity of playing at 3 really great stadiums. So yeah, it's an exciting time and one that we're all looking forward to.
You see those kids playing soccer.
Yeah.
You remember when you were a kid one day?
Yeah, no, it brings me back when you had a dream of playing football. So to come back and see the young kids playing football as well, it's great to be part of things like this that will go a long way for them as well. So to be part of that is a really nice feeling.
You've been there before, like you said, you've been there. How important is it for players now, once you've made it, once you're a household name, to kind of remember these kids and remember that like you was once there and this is their opportunity to become you, man? Yeah,
no, that's what it is. And people look at us as role models, and I think if you can change their life a little bit by coming to visit them and spending a bit of time with them, playing football, someone's doing it around the world there. So little things like that go a long way with them and stick with them, because hopefully these will make it playing football as well. That would be the ultimate dream for them. So to come down and be part of it and put a smile on their faces is good for us as well.
This is obviously a 3-year partnership and beyond with the Premier League, which is fantastic for the state of New Jersey. But from a coaching perspective, like when you were younger and you remember those coaches that stick with you that really, really help, how important is it for those coaches now to get that support from the Premier League to help these youngsters?
Yeah, no, it's really important. It gives them the opportunity of coaching the young generation coming through as well. And the coaches do a great job. It's just having the opportunity to do it. So for them to get that opportunity to do it, to showcase their skills, is really good for them.
I know you're not old enough yet, so I'm not going to ask you if you're going to be a coach when you retire. I'm not going to ask that. I'm not going to ask you plans for that.
I'm hoping not to retire anytime soon, so maybe in a few years.
You got a few more miles, man.
The Premier League announced today that they did an agreement with the USA Soccer Federation for the next 3 years, helping build coaches and players. How special is that?
Yeah, really special. Like I said, I think there's lots of coaches that maybe don't get the opportunity. So for them to get the opportunity and do what they love doing, we love playing football and we're privileged to be in that position. And, coaches love coaching as well. So for them to have that opportunity is a really big thing for them as well.
The experience is important to be able to play. It's not just being able to play and show Americans this brand of soccer, but also to give back to the local community in this place.
Yeah, no, really big. And like I said, it's something that we don't get to do very often, come out here. So when we do get to come out here, it's always, a special feeling playing in, a whole different kind of culture, different country. But it's one that, we cherish all the time.
For you, Jared, the preparation, it's a Premier League season. You're playing against Premier League teams. It's hot, it's sunny. There's all these elements that we can maybe moan about as Brits, right? But is there positives from that as a player to actually be in these types of conditions that, like, obviously it's not like at home?
Yeah, no, it's we've had a taster the last couple of days, and in England we moan when it's too hot, we moan when it's too cold. We've come here and it's absolutely boiling, but I think we have a game. 3 games, we get to come out here, see fans that we don't get to see, that don't get to come over to England. So I think to come over to here and spend time with the fans, got 3 really good games against Premier League opposition in, like I said, different stadiums that all look incredible. So I think sometimes you can go, oh, it's too hot, it's this and that, but I think on the other hand, you look at it and go, what an opportunity to come out here and play football in a whole different environment.
And you're West Ham captain now. You're ingrained in the history of the football club. I know how immensely proud that must make you. What aspirations have you got for yourself and for the team as well? Because there's been a lot of change at the football club. Obviously, a new manager. What aspirations have you got for yourself? What type of season are you looking to have?
I think for myself, I think always you want to stay fit and healthy. You want to stay injury free. And then I think for the team, we want to do better than what we did last year. I think that's, a no-brainer. And, we had a manager come in halfway through the season, which, sometimes can be difficult. But now we've got a full pre-season working. The group that we've got is such a good group. We're gelling every single day. Trips like this really help that team bonding as well. And we've got an exciting season ahead. I think the Premier League is getting tougher and tougher in terms of breaking into that top six, but I think we want to play in the European football. We've got a European trophy to our name, which was an incredible feeling to be part of that. So we want to bring those good times back to the club, and we feel like we're in a good position now to do that.
And lastly, before I let you go, man, Hammers fans around the world, there's so many here in America who don't get the chance to come to London Stadium to watch you guys in person. It's going to be the first time. And also for the fans at home and all the way around the world, it's been tough. There's a new manager, and sometimes as fans we get frustrated. But what message would you have for Hammers all around the world in terms of what you players are working towards to giving them for this year?
I think first and foremost is we appreciate every single one. I think that was a big thing last season. The support that we got, even when things weren't going great. Like I've always said, it's I think the best fan base. I think it's the most loyal fan base, and to be part of that is such a special feeling. So, like I said, some we won't get to meet tomorrow, but we'll definitely be thinking of them. But the ones we do get to meet, we want to put on a show for the next 3 games. So our message would be we're going to try and put on a show.
Actually, I lied. I got one last one. It's the World Cup coming up, and it's here in this state. Sorry, your aspirations in the England team, for a big tournament coming up. It's World Cup year.
Yeah, World Cup year. I was lucky enough last year to go to the Euros and be part of that, which was an incredible feeling. And to be part of a World Cup squad would be even better. But I think to get there, it's what I do at a club level, what I do week in, week out. So, my focus is do well on a week-to-week level, and have that end goal in the back of my mind.
Oh, a pleasure, man. Thank you, man. Cheers, man.